What if I told you that Darth Vader never actually said the phrase, "Luke, I am your father," and that the famous banker from the board game Monopoly never had a monocle? If your first reaction is, "No, I am sure I remember that," then you are not alone. Thousands, if not millions, of people around the world share this strange feeling. It is a collective false memory, and it has a name: the Mandela effect. The phenomenon was identified by researcher Fiona Broom, who noticed in the late 2000s that a large number of people shared the same false memory that Nelson Mandela had died in prison in the 1980s. In reality, he was released, served as president of South Africa from 1994 to 1999, and passed away only in 2013. The Mandela effect is not just a single mistake. It is a phenomenon that makes us question the most reliable thing we have: our own memory. Now get ready to have your memory tested. Let's see if you correctly remember some things from the recent past. Let us start with the famous film Star Wars. Do you remember that iconic moment when Darth Vader reveals the truth to Luke? And do you remember the line, "Luke, I am your father"? Everyone remembers it, but in fact he never said that. In the original script, his answer to Luke's accusation is, "No, I am your father."
No, I am your father.
The difference is small, but it is there. And what about the wealthy Uncle Pennybags from the game Monopoly? Picture him: top hat, mustache, and a monocle? If you clearly remember him that way, then you have been fooled again. This character never had a monocle. Another classic case is the popular children's book series about the bears. Many people around the world swear their name is spelled with an E, Berenstain. But if you look at any of the books, you will see it has always been spelled with an A, Berenstain. Now close your eyes and imagine Pikachu. Many people remember that this Pokemon had a black tip on its tail, but that is not true. And then there is the Fruit of the Loom logo. Many people clearly recall that it included a cornucopia. As you may have guessed, it was never there. Finally, the song by Queen, "We Are the Champions." Most people remember Freddie Mercury powerfully singing at the very end, "We are the champions of the world." But the studio version of the song simply ends with the words, "We are the champions." Check it for yourself.
We are the champions.
Why does this happen? Is it just a mass memory error or something much stranger? The most popular theory comes from Fiona Broom herself, the woman who coined the term Mandela effect. She suggested that we are dealing with parallel universes or alternative realities. According to this idea, based on concepts from quantum mechanics, there are many universes where history unfolded a little differently. Supporters of this theory believe that the Mandela effect occurs when people somehow slip between these realities, retaining residual memories from another timeline. Another popular idea sounds like the plot of a Hollywood blockbuster. We are living in a simulation. This theory, often called a glitch in the matrix, suggests that our reality is a complex computer program, and the Mandela effect is nothing more than evidence of a glitch or an update in the code. Perhaps the developers made small changes, but some of us still keep old data in our cache. While these theories are exciting, scientists believe the explanation for the Mandela effect lies in the workings of our memory, which is actually extremely unreliable and prone to mistakes. Every time we remember something, we are not replaying an archived video. Instead, we are actively reconstructing the memory. In this process, our brain may unconsciously fill in the gaps with missing information to create a complete and logical picture. This process is called confabulation. The brain is not trying to deceive you, it is simply doing its job, creating a coherent story. For example, our brain has a certain schema or template of what a wealthy magnate from the 1930s should look like. A monocle easily fits into this pattern, so our brain adds it to the Monopoly character, even though it was never there. The internet also plays its role. When thousands of people online write, "Luke, I am your father," your brain takes it as powerful social proof, and your confidence in the false memory grows stronger. Psychologists also explain the Mandela effect by pointing to errors of source monitoring. This happens when you remember the information itself, but forget where you learned it. Perhaps you heard the phrase, "Luke, I am your father," in a parody, a meme, or it was simply quoted by a friend. Over time, your brain may forget this original, incorrect source and mistakenly attribute the quote to the film itself. So, from a scientific point of view, the Mandela effect is not a glitch in the matrix, but a demonstration that our memory is not a perfect recording of the past. It is flexible, suggestible, and constantly being reconstructed. The human brain is not a computer that retrieves data without mistakes, but a creative storyteller that fills in the gaps so the story makes sense. But now a question for you. Which example of the Mandela effect made you doubt your own memory? Share it in the comments. If this episode made you think, click the like button and be sure to subscribe to the channel so you do not miss our new fascinating and exciting stories.